Hey there, welcome to LC Yoga. My name is Laura, and today's practice is yoga for happiness. So it's our happy yogi flow. And this flow is really designed to bring out the inner joy that's already in there. So if you're ready, get on your mat and I'll meet you there. We'll begin today in child's pose. So come down onto your knees, sit back on your heels, and start to drape the torso over your legs. Arms can come forward, they can stay back. You can rest the forehead on a pillow, your hands, or the floor. Knees can be wide. And we're just going to ground down and sort of drop into practice. So as the forehead rests, let it relax. Start to deepen the breath. And let the breath fill the back body. With each inhale, the back gets broad. And with each exhale, muscles relax down. Now, at the start of class, we always do a bit of grounding, and that's just a transition to move away from your day or away from whatever's making your mind busy right now, and to arrive on the mat. Because all that matters is right here, right now. So relax into that and just release anything you're carrying. On your next inhale, come on up to hands and knees. And bring the hands a little closer together, so sort of under the chest. And we're going to step forward with the right foot on the outside of the right hand. And let the hips drop. And you're in lizard pose. We're going to hang out here for just a minute, so you can release the top of the foot to the floor if that feels good. Put a cushion under that knee if you need it. We're just going to stretch out the hips. And we're right here at the beginning of practice, so don't expect to be super open. So just let the hips get heavy. You can leave the hands on the floor, arms straight, sort of pressing up and out of the shoulders so the shoulders stay away from the ears. You can come down onto elbows if you're feeling a bit more open, or just stay right here. And you can be drawing the knee toward the shoulder, or you can let the knee fall out to the side. It really just depends on your hip bones and what feels better. So open the hips. Feel free to rock around a little. Just breathing deep into all the sensations you feel in the hips. Look at that front hip flexor, the left thigh. When you're ready, step it on back to child's pose. Let the torso get long, reach the arms forward. And get a little bit of a stretch in your lat muscles. Just pull the hips back and away from the hands. And then come on back to hands and knees, and we'll do the same thing on the left side. So step that foot to the outside of the left hand and let the hips just drop down. Arms straight or onto elbows, your choice. Maybe move it around. Each side can be different too, so do what your body's telling you to do. Deep breaths. With each breath, inhaling into those hip muscles, and as you exhale, let them relax and release. Rock around if that feels good. And then we'll step it on back to child's pose. Same thing, reach the arms forward, hips back. Maybe tent the fingertips. A little bit of traction for the spine. And we're going to do those lizards again, but we're going to do them a little faster with breath. So on your next inhale, come on up to all fours. Exhale, stay there. Inhale, step the right foot forward, drop the hips. Exhale, stay there. Inhale. And as you exhale, step that knee back into child's pose. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, stay. Inhale, step, drop the hips. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale, come on back, child's pose. One more time each side. Inhale, forward. Exhale, stay. Inhale, step. Drop the hips. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale, back, child's pose. Last side. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, step. Exhale. Inhale. Step it back. Exhale it out. Tent the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. And plant the hands and come on forward to all fours, and this time we're going to lift up. So curl the tail or the toes under and lift the hips up. High to the sky, downward dog. Now in downward dog, walk it out. So bend one knee and then the other. Just stretch into the back of the legs. Here you can rock side to side too. Just opening the side waist, the side of the hips. Maybe press the chest through the arms, a little anahatasana or heart chakra pose. A little back bend. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up high to the sky. Bend the knee, bring the heel over by your left hip, and open the hips. So your knee is pointing straight up to the sky. Take a deep breath in, and then step that foot forward in between the hands and lower the back knee down. Inhaling, sweep the arms up high, and you're in Anjani Asana. Low lunge. Arms are working toward lining up with the ears, but they don't have to. Just reaching up high, arching into the upper spine, pressing the left hip forward. And then bring the arms into cactus arms. Bend the elbows, spread the fingertips wide. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, push forward, lean forward. Flip the palms, inhale and reach straight up toward the sky. And exhale back into cactus arms. Inhale here again. Exhaling, push forward. Inhale, flip the palms and reach up. And exhale, cactus arms. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale here. Exhale. Push all negativity away. Inhale, scoop up all good things and reach up. And exhale, back cactus arms. Bring the hands down by the front foot. Plant the hands, lift the back knee, and step back to a downward dog. Inhaling, lift the left leg up high this time. Bend the knee and stack the hip. Knee straight up to the sky. Step that foot forward into a lunge, lower the back knee down, and inhale, sweep the arms up high to the sky. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Spread the fingertips wide. Press the right hip forward. Heart up to the sky. And on your next exhale, bring the arms into cactus arms. And we'll do that arm flow again on this side. So inhale here. Exhale, push all negative thoughts out. Inhale, sweep the palms up high. And exhaling back, cactus arms. Deep breath in. Exhale, push. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhaling back to center. Last time, deep breath in. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. Hands back down to the ground, lift the back knee up and step it back to a downward dog. Breathe here in downward dog. With each inhale, press the fingertips into the ground. And exhale, pull the hips up and away from that. Now on your next inhale, let the right leg sweep up to the sky and bend the knee. Stack the hip. Come forward into a plank and lower the left knee down. Step your right foot behind you, and we're going to come into wild thing. And we're going to come onto this left shoulder. If your shoulder's not feeling good, skip it. Otherwise, lift on up by straightening the left leg and press down with the right. Sweep your right arm up and over the head. Breathing. And then bring it on back to downward dog. Let's take that to the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Come on forward into a plank and lower the knee down. Left foot behind this time. And sweep the hips up and the arm up and overhead. And come on back, downward dog. And come on forward into a plank. Lower the knees down, and we're going to come into a side plank. So take a breather here, and we're going to turn onto the outer edge of the left foot. Place the right foot in front. Inhale, sweep the arm up and overhead, hips up toward the sky. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower the hip down all the way to the ground. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhaling, lower. Inhale it up. And exhale, lower. Last time like this. Inhale. Exhale. Now swim that arm forward all the way back, step, step. Downward dog. Come forward into a plank, lower the knees down. Take a little mini break. And then we're going to come into the plank on the right side. So on the outer edge of the right foot, left foot in front this time. Sweep the arm up, overhead, hips up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhaling, lower down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Last time like this. Inhale. And exhale. Swim that hand forward. Step it back. Downward dog. Now when you're ready, step to the front of the mat. Both feet about hip distance apart. Inhale with a long spine, crown reaches forward. And exhaling, fold it in. Inhale, sweep the arms up high, overhead. And exhale, bring them back to center. Breathe, close the eyes. Slowly open the eyes and inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, bend the knees and bow forward. Interlace the hands behind the back and let the arms fall over the head. Stretch out the shoulders. Release the hands, bend the knees, and come on back up to stand. Sweep the arms up and bring them back into prayer in front of the heart. Inhaling, sweep the arms up overhead, bend the knees, and fold it forward. Inhale halfway up. And then exhaling, step it back, downward dog. Lower the knees to the earth and then bring the knees forward so that you can sit down. Feet go forward and we'll do some seated stretches, starting with Janu. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Plant the heel and scoot the hip back and away from that. Knee can be bent. Inhale, get long, long spine. Exhale, start to fold it forward. Top of the head going toward the toes. Now if you find your spine rounding like this, bend the knee so that you can have a flat back. Right? And you're always scooting that hip back and away. Breathe into underside of right leg. On your next inhale, come on up to sit. Open that knee up a little wider. Plant the left hand behind the left hip. Sweep the right arm up overhead as you come up onto the foot and the knee. Stargazer. Press the hips forward. Now, if you let it, there's a lot of joy in that pose, so do it again. Put the hips down on the ground and sweep the arms up overhead and let your inner wahoo come out. Wahoo! And down. And let's switch sides. Left foot forward, right foot in, bend the knee, plant the heel, scoot the hip back. Inhale, getting long. And exhale, folding forward. Top of the head toward the front of the mat. Now you can have your hands wherever you like them. I like to put it on the outside of my left foot so that helps me pull the spine long. As I scoot the left hip back and away. Your next inhale, bring it on back up. Open the knee wide, get your wahoo ready. Plant the hand behind you. Sweep the left arm up overhead as you come up onto the knee and the foot. Press the hips forward. Do it again. Ready? You didn't say wahoo. Do it this time. Wahoo! It's embarrassing. I know. All right, sit it back down. Bring both legs forward. This time we're going to do Paschimottanasana, so same concept. Plant the heels, bend the knees, hips go back, spine gets long, and come on forward. Top of the head in that direction. Scooting the hips back so the pelvis can tilt forward. And bring it on back up. Lie down onto the back and we'll do some reclined twists to close it out before we do Savasana. So bring the knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze. Let the arms fall out into a T shape and let the legs drop to the left. You may want to scoot the hips more toward the center of the mat. And choose your leg position. So if you're good here with both legs over to the left, stacked knees, maybe the left hand on top to pull them down. If you're not feeling much, you may want to wrap the legs. Feel free to do what feels good for you, but make sure your right shoulder is on the ground. So press into the earth with the left, and that'll help that happen. Breathe into the side waist and the hip. And just enjoy that deep release. Now, if you wrapped the legs, unwrap them and come on back up to center. And we'll take that same twist the other side. So whatever leg position you had on the left, do that same thing on the right. And this time we're looking toward the right. Left, looking toward the left. Couple more breaths here. If your legs are bound, go ahead and unwrap and bring back to center. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Let the feet flop open, hands flop open. Snuggle the shoulders under, get comfortable. Time to rest in Savasana. Now, why was this yoga for happiness? For me, all yoga is yoga for happiness because it trains the brain how to react to stress and react with grace under fire. But this practice in particular, I chose some of my favorite poses that just kind of bring joy, but even outside of that, there is a happy place within me, within you, that is always joyous for no good reason. Sometimes it's really hard to see. It's really hard to find that place inside in yoga, especially a practice that moves us in a way that feels joyous. It allows us to recognize that place inside. Because that's the thing about happiness and peace. They are already within you. You just have to go find it. Happiness isn't something that we can get outside of ourselves. So find your way to tap into it. And that's the secret. But nobody tells you. So through this practice, we've tapped into that, right? We've touched the place inside that is always happy. So sink into that now. Relax into that. And call that place home. Now stay here as long as you like, and when you're ready, start to deepen the breath. Bend the knees and place the feet on the floor. And bring the hands to the upper thighs. Draw the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. Give yourself a little hug. And then roll on up to sit. Find a comfortable cross-legged position. Maybe half lotus or a simple cross-legged. Backs of the hands to the knees, palms open. Let the thumb and forefinger touch. Now that hand gesture, the thumb and forefinger touch, that's chin mudra. Mudra being a hand gesture. And it's a reminder of the connection of mind and body. And through this yoga, through focusing on the body, we actually get out of our heads, into our bodies, and that is where happiness lives. So let it come through you, let it come out, and spread it out in the world. Spread it around. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Bow the head slightly. Namaste. And aloha.